This is a Wood TV 8 special presentation, Weathering West Michigan, Snow Season.
Welcome to Wood TV 8's Winter Weather Special, Weathering West Michigan, Snow Season. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ellen Baca. We are finally seeing winter here in West Michigan, and Storm Team 8 has been gathering information to help you understand how winter weather can impact our area, how we predict snow and ice, and how you can prepare for the cold weather. Let's start with what the average winter is like here in West Michigan. What is normal? When do we usually see that first snow? For that, we'll turn it over to meteorologist Sarah Flynn.
When we talk about an average winter in West Michigan, it's actually quite complex. Meteorologists tend to use the term normal and average, and they mean two different things. An average is a mathematical mean that best represents data as a whole. Most of our data here in Grand Rapids dates back to the late 1800s and carries until now. This data set tends to be less accurate. Think of all the technology changes we've had in the last century. When we focus on the normal, that's actually a 30-year average generated every 10 years. So our current data set is from 1991 until 2020. The next data set that we'll get will be issued in 2031. Again, we tend to focus on these normals. So when we take a look at our normal high and normal low for our winter months, typically starts off at 36 in December, falling to 31 and then 33 in February. Our normal low starts in the mid-20s and then dips into the teens. Snowfall, January tends to be the snowiest month, and February tends to be the least snowiest, but only by a couple inches, averaging about 17. So let's take a look back at those normal snowfall changes over the last two data sets. You'll notice in our current one from 1991 to 2020, we tend to see slightly more snow in southwest Michigan compared to what we did the previous 30-year data set. As far as temperatures, well, not a whole lot of change there. In fact, it does look like we have similar average temperature for those winter months across much of the Midwest and mostly here in West Michigan.
Whether you're a snow lover or a snow hater, you likely want to know how much snow we could see throughout the winter. Some years we've seen upwards of 132 inches, and other winters barely 20 inches of snow. So what causes those snowfall totals to shift through the years? Certainly we have year-to-year fluctuations where we just bounce around a bit due to different storm patterns, but we've also noticed a trend. For example, if we look at 1980 to 2010, December would come in as our snowiest month. But in recent years, we've noticed that January is now coming in as our snowiest month. Michigan is starting to experience a warmer and wetter lean. And because of that, it usually delays when we start to see the peak lake effect snow across West Michigan. It used to be December, now it's landing in January. This trend has also had an impact on who sees the most snow. It used to be that places like Muskegon would cash in year after year in lake effect snow. But now recently, we've started to notice that the snow belts change a bit. And places like Grand Rapids are picking up slightly more, whereas cities like Muskegon are picking up slightly less. The differences in winters do have an impact on city snow removal budgets. We decided to look into how the money left over from a mild winter could be used and what it means for you at home. Amber Kriska sat down with officials in 2 West Michigan counties after the first big storm of the season to learn more.
Snowplow crews are getting ready for a busy night. It's the first snowstorm of the season.
Well, supplies are great. The domes are full. We're bringing in a little extra sand because of some cold temperatures and high winds, but we're in good shape.
The winter weather is arriving early compared to last year, which was a mild winter for Jerry Byrne and his crew. He is the managing director for Kent County Road Commission.
We were under budget last year by probably about $3.5–4 million. This year, we increased our budget by about $750,000.
Savings from the winter budget mean more money for summer projects.
If we can have savings like last year, we'll stick that into road projects. And vice versa, if we have a huge winter, then we have to take out a summer.
Byrne estimates the budget to be around $11 million this winter season. That covers both county and state roads. It's a number that
continually creeps up because the cost of doing business goes up.
In Kalamazoo County, crews are getting ready for the same storm. They are operating out of their new $68 million facility. It can hold twice as much salt and sand as the old facility.
We can hold about 7,500 tons of salt and about 7,500 tons of sand salt mixture. That's typically about 2 winters worth of material that we have on hand for just this winter.
Whatever is not used.
A lot of those supplies can be used the next year.
While they aren't sure what the total budget will be this winter, Bill DeYoung, the general superintendent, knows what it takes for each weather event.
Typically, I've estimated over my many years of experience that a call in for a winter event costs the road commission and the county and the residents about $65,000 to $70,000 per day of the snow event.
Back in Kent County,
Plenty of supplies, plenty of people, plenty of equipment.
they are ready for another winter. What it will look like and how much will be spent is a wait and see. But what Byrne does know, it takes a lot of money to keep our roads safe.
We can go through $250,000 in 24 hours very easily in a significant event. You start adding those up one after another, you can burn through that budget pretty quick.
Coming up, we'll take a look back at last season's 2-week winter and how it impacted West Michigan's snow removal businesses. Stay with us. Last year, we saw record-breaking warm temperatures and very little snowfall. The 2-week winter was one of West Michigan's warmest on record. Meteorologist Blake Harms is breaking down the reason behind the short, mild season.
We had a strong El Nino in place last winter. In fact, a very strong El Nino. And that was enough to give us what we affectionately call the 2-week winter. Just to put that into perspective, we had just under 48 inches of snow in Grand Rapids last winter. That is close to 30 inches below normal. But the more impressive stat is that 31 of those 47 inches fell in a 2-week span between January 7th and January 23rd. We got a visit from the good old polar vortex that kicked off the lake effect machine. And that was really the only prolonged, impactful winter weather we had last year. The rest of the time it was slushy, if not rainy, and the ground was green. Again, on the whole last winter, we came in almost 30 inches below average of snowfall. We typically average close to 75 here in the city of Grand Rapids. And perhaps more impressively, our average temperature was close to 7 degrees above normal. It was enough to be Michigan's warmest winter on record, and it was within the top 3 warmest winters here in West Michigan. If we break it down by month, it was certainly December and February, both coming in more than 8 degrees above average, that bookended this mild winter. January, because of the cold spell we saw in the middle of the month, was only 2 degrees above average. But regardless, these stats, just these few simple stats, show you just how wimpy last winter was and why we call it the 2-week winter.
Unlike last winter, we have already seen some snowfall this year. A few of those storms were followed by warmer temperatures, causing the snow to melt. So is the snow staying on the ground less than it used to in the past? Meteorologist Scott Larson takes a look back.
Something that's become a noticeable trend in recent years is that the snow seems to be taking residence on the ground for a shorter period of time. We have more freeze and thaw cycles, and overall it just seems like there's less snow sitting around West Michigan during the winter. If we look at the historical data, this is the number of days where we had at least an inch of snow on the ground per decade. So you can see that that measured up past 1,000 days back in the 1920s. There's limited data available in the 1940s, so omitting that, you can also see that we had a lot of days with the snow sitting on the ground, stretching through the 50s, 60s, even into the 70s. But then a sharp downward trend started to begin in the 1980s, and over the past few decades, we stand between about 800 and 850 days. And when we average that out, you can also see that we are typically seeing about 84 days during the wintertime in the 1990s, where we had at least an inch of snow on the ground. In the 2000s, that sat at 80, and 83 days back in the 2010s. So a noticeable difference over just the past few decades, especially versus the historical trend. From the 1920s through the 1980s, on average, we had at least 101 days with an inch of snow or more on the ground. That was reduced to 82 days from the 1990s through 2019. Last year really stood out. We only had 19 days with snow accumulating over an inch on the ground in Grand Rapids. That was the lowest number since 1982-83.
Snow removal businesses that rely on heavy snowfall have felt the impact the last few mild winters. We wanted to see how certain companies adapted after some shorter seasons. Duncan McLean has those details.
Look at the last couple years, the season's been below average, right? So people are maybe reluctant to sign up for snow plowing?
You always get the last minute push of people, you know, is it actually going to snow this year? Is it not going to snow? Or they just forget about it because we had a really nice warm fall.
Those last minute new contracts or late renewals throw a wrench in the finely tuned operations that are residential and commercial snow clearing.
We dispatch 94 people every time it snows, so we have several routes that we have to coordinate. So by mid-October, we like to have all the routes in place.
The challenge is now we got to fit them into whatever route they go in. We've got to dispatch staking, and then also we got to get the crew members on a dry run to go see those things when it's, you know, the daylight and you can actually see what's going on.
Now here in mid-December, the real work begins as temperatures continue to fall, bringing down the ground temperature. This plowing and clearing work only gets harder.
To have a parking lot black and wet right now is pretty easy, whereas in the middle of January, it's hard to achieve, very indicative to weather and ground temperatures and air temperatures and sun angle.
As the winter wears on, it's a delicate balance for these companies, hoping for enough snow to keep drivers busy, but not overworked, and enough downtime to keep equipment in shape.
Some weeks we have nothing. Some weeks we have 70, 80 hours.
In 2013, I think we plowed like 23 nights in a row. Everybody's tired, the equipment's tired, you don't have any time to repair anything.
Duncan McLean, News 8.
Still ahead, how ski resorts prepare for the season even before the first snowfall. We'll be right back. Snow on the ground is welcome news for skiers and snowboarders hoping to hit the slopes. Of course, we know when ski resorts open in Michigan is dependent on the weather. Brittany Flowers stopped by Bittersweet earlier this month to see how ski resorts prepare to open even before the first flurries fall.
There's a lot of customers calling every day. We're ready. They're ready.
The snow guns are out.
And we're lucky enough to have almost 200 snow guns.
And the crew is ready.
And all summer we're looking at grass and looking at not much. So when you get to see the people and see them out there enjoying everything that you guys built and worked so hard for, it's nice.
Nicholas Ross took over as general manager of Bittersweet Ski Resort at a challenging time, to say the least.
I mean, for me, it was taking over right at the bad part of the climate changing a little bit. We haven't had the best winters, so it's been a little bit of a struggle.
It's been a tough last couple of winters for Michigan Ski Resort. Bittersweet got an early start last year, opening on November 29th, but was only able to stay open for 2 days before shutting down again until January 6th.
Last year, we were open right around 60 days. In a normal year, we're anywhere from 100 to 110.
Cannonsburg didn't open for the season until January 18th, totaling 43 days for the entire season. The holidays are particularly important for resorts who depend on the increase in business.
Thanksgiving, not as important as some of the others, just because the weather's kind of hit or miss at this time of year. But Christmas, it's always good to be open, especially the 2 weeks that the kids are normally off school.
Ross says once they open, the goal is always to stay open, but ultimately it's up to Mother Nature, and a few inches of snow isn't always enough to kickstart the season.
As soon as they see snow on the ground, they're ready to be out here, and sometimes it takes us some man-made snow to actually get the place open.
And rest assured, when the temps are right.
I think the first 3 days that we have under 28 degrees, or the first 3 nights, we're going to go for it and see if we can get open early December.
For now, Ross is staying positive with high hopes for the slopes.
Every year's different, so we just kind of got to embrace and go with what comes with it and make the best out of it.
Yeah.
Even better news for skiers and snowboarders. Bittersweet was able to open already for the season on December 6th. Now there are several resources and reports available that predict what kind of winter we're in for, but are they correct? Meteorologist Matt Kirkwood breaks down just how accurate the Climate Prediction Center's reports are each year.
Well, we all know forecasting weather in West Michigan can be a challenge, in particular in the winter months. So that's why we wait with bated breath. The Climate Prediction Center's outlook, or probabilities outlook for the season, in particular winter season. And you can see just a sampling of temperatures. This is their outlooks from 2013-14 all the way to 2021-22. And one thing that really stands out to me is the National Weather Service warm bias and a lot of these probability forecasts. Now, for instance, look at winter 13-14 and what we actually ended up with, and that's also the case in 14-15. And so I broke that down to see just how accurate they were in both temperature and precipitation. And at least here in Southwest Lower Michigan, it isn't particularly good. You can actually see out there it ends up being about 40% for both temperature accuracy and precipitation accuracy. You're better off just flipping a coin. Now, keep in mind that Southwest Lower Michigan, they did probably much better in other parts of the country than here. Here's the outlook for this season, winter, and you can see they're projecting below normal amounts of, or below temperatures across the Canadian-U.S. border, warmer than average off to the south, and we're kind of right on that threshold of warmer than average, close to average. I think we're going to have a season with more cold air outbreaks and probably end up a little bit warmer than average, although what stands out to me is probably December will turn out to be quite possibly the coldest and also the snowiest month. We are projecting above average amounts of precipitation, the Climate Prediction Center is. The big question is it going to be more snow or is it going to be more rain, which you have to tune in for that. But it does look like it's going to be a better winter season for snow enthusiasts, especially across the northern parts of the state and the UP. So good news for any skiers and snowmobilers.
Well, as we have heard, running a business entirely dependent on the weather is tricky. And other West Michigan winter activity hotspots are also feeling the impact of last winter. Elena Cousineau caught up with the executive director of the Muskegon Luge Adventure Sports Park on how they bounced back.
Muskegon Luge didn't open up last season until January because of the warm winter we had. That means they missed out on the holiday rush, and staff say if it wasn't for their season pass holders or sponsors, they'd be even worse shape. That's why this winter, they are hoping for this cold, snowy weather to continue. Hurling towards the finish at speeds of up to 40 miles per hour. That's the sport of luge.
We're one of 4 luge tracks in the nation.
But while athletes focus on the finish line,
I think the most important thing is when that magic of winter arrives, you just got to get out and get after it quickly.
Mother Nature can be a friend or foe for businesses that rely on snowy weather. And last year, she was not a friend.
Last year was a struggle. Really, we had essentially 2 weeks of winter, with one of those weeks being like extreme cold, which isn't all that great for, to get the masses out.
For their 40th year, they are hoping for the snow to keep falling.
We're just hoping for consistent weather. We have an amazing staff here that is ready to go. It's kind of like our bullpen. They're ready to start sculpting and building this facility and bringing that magic.
It takes 4 to 6 inches of snow in around 2 days to build the 850-foot luge track. But Rudisill says it's always worth it to see the looks on people's faces as they skate on their ice rink or head down the track for the first time. Elena Cousineau, News 8.
We can have 2 winters in West Michigan that look the same on paper but had very different feels. Let me just show you what we mean. Let's say we had a winter that was consistently below average temperature-wise and consistently near average snowfall. Well, it would feel like a very cold and consistent winter. Let's look at this second winter. This one has a lot of freeze thaws, with January and February shortchanged and mild. Even though statistically these would come out on paper as being the same, they would have very different impacts and very different feels. That's why here at Storm Team 8, we want to keep you posted as we go through the winter with what to expect for each season and each day. Stick around, we'll be right back. That does it for us here tonight, but Storm Team 8 will be with you all winter.
I'll have the snow conditions to report every week to get you ready for your weekend snow activities.
And I'll have school closing predictions to help you prepare for a possible snow day before schools even make their decision.
Stay safe this winter and connect with Storm Team 8 on air and online.
And never miss a forecast by downloading the free Storm Team 8 weather app.
Thanks for joining all of us. And from all of us here at Storm Team 8, have a great night.